Folks, back here on the Bossman show with Coach Eric Konkol, 24-8 on the year. Louisiana take Bulldogs out of Conference USA. Won on a last-second shot by Kenneth Lawson Jr. on Sunday in Texas. Coach, how are you doing, buddy? Good to talk to you again, man.
Doing great, boss man. Great to be with you again.
Coach, last time we talked, man, you was head to a great stretch of games there, and you closed out the season really good. North Texas beating those guys who went to the tournament, also UABs, playing tough against everybody in the NIT, Mississippi, Colorado State. I mean, you coach, you play some tough opponents, and Western again. So talk about how your team gelled this end of the season here, playing tough opponents, and how you guys had the NIT third place championship was a great reward for a great year for you guys.
It was a good year for us, and we've got a great group of guys with playing through a pandemic, all the different obstacles that come from it. Just really pleased with how our guys handled everything, and I think it went into their performance on the floor, from just their connection, their energy, their positivity, all of those types of things. Really important, and we got better as the year progressed. Each guy improved, our team improved, and played some really good basketball throughout, and finished strongly at the end.
And that's what's so important about it, Coach. We talked about it when we talked about it in January, how you want to make sure your team peaks at the right time. You guys have kept getting better day by day, because as you and I both know, you already have the quote-unquote typical offseason. So you pretty much kind of grow on the fly. To see your team actually grow on the fly and beat tough teams all the way to the end, has to make you in this program feel good about what's ahead as well for you guys going forward, 2021 and beyond.
Well, absolutely. We had a great group of guys. We had upperclassmen with experience. We had some underclassmen that really stepped up and improved. And, throughout the season, no matter what was thrown our way, our guys just kind of moved on to the next play. We had a key injury to Kobe Williams, one of our guards, leading up to the conference tournament. That was a difficult adjustment going into the conference tournament. But as we were able to continue playing through the NIT, we were able to just kind of adjust and figure things out. He played with a big wrap on his hand. Other guys stepped up into different roles and just kept finding a way. And I think that was really if you had to give this team a stamp of something that they were able to do, is they were just able to find a way each time out.
Exactly. And like you said, Coach, you played tough opponents. Like Colorado State, Nico does a great job over there. You beat old Mr. Kramer Davis, does a great job. Different defense he throws at you. In the Mississippi State, you lost that game, but still tough opponents. They beat Western again, who are from your conference. So just the last 4 games you played against top flight competition has to make you feel good knowing that, hey, we went up against some tough teams and we won 3 out of those 4 games, and we can be very proud of it from this day go forward as a team and a staff.
Absolutely. I mean, first, being selected into the NIT where there was just 16 teams, they were all at-large bids. We looked at it from all the teams that were available to be invited. It was only 16% of the country of college basketball. So one, we were very honored to be selected in that. It says a lot about the type of regular season we had, the strength of Conference USA. We had 5 top 100 teams in Conference USA, so we were battle tested. But then going into the event, winning 3 out of 4 against 4 top 100 teams, 1 in Western Kentucky from our league, says a lot about the competitiveness of our group. Says a lot about our program, and we're excited about what's ahead of us.
Most definitely. And Coach, like you said, your league is tough. UAB was tough all year long. Old Dominion was tough all year long. North Texas won a game in the tournament. They're tough every night out. You guys are tough. Rick Stansbury does a great job up there. So in Conference USA, there is no easy outs, and your conference is very tough. And I feel like you should get more respect for its more bids, because it's a dog fight every night in that league. There's no easy outs. And I feel like people nationally need to realize, hey, CUSA has a lot going on. It's tough, and we need to give this conference more respect.
I agree with you. And it's something that in this particular year, with the non-conference slate reduced because of COVID, we didn't get to play as many games and be able to showcase our league. But again, we finished with 5 top 100 teams. North Texas beat Purdue in the tournament. 5 out of the last 6 years, a Conference USA team has won a tournament game. And that just, again, talks about the strength of this league. Us in Western Kentucky go into the NIT and win games. So I think it's just going to keep getting stronger. There's great players in this conference, terrific coaching, basketball rich programs with fan bases that are into it. So, we're excited about what's being built here at Louisiana Tech and in the type of competition we get to play in our league.
And coach, tell us about that play drill for Mr. Lofton there. He's really using his post move drills, straight power dribble to the goal. I mean, that's textbook out of a drill. Tell us about that play drill for Kenneth there, coach.
Well, one of the things that's been great about this team is we've got terrific balance. We had 6 guys average over 8 points a game, and each guy has had a night. And that type of night was Kenneth Lofton. He had a monster game on Sunday, and we went with a hot hand, and we tried to run an isolation play, give him a little space at the high post. He's got these big, strong hands and great feet, and he got one bounce and a little up and under and was able to get the score. So really happy for him, happy for our team to be able to come away with a win to end the season.
You got that right, coach. Tell us about this. With the rule we have, you're upperclassmen that could come back if they want to come back. So how does that make you feel knowing that you may have some of these guys back and can do this again, even build on 24-8 next year going forward as well?
Yeah, it's a very, very different situation. And my take always in everything and every decision that we make is to try to help our young men be happy and successful, whatever that might be. So going to be visiting with our seniors. We just finished on Sunday, so giving them a chance to kind of take a deep breath and decompress from the season. And then let's talk about their future, what that might be. All of them will be graduating. One has already graduated. So that's very important. And then it's just figuring out what's best for them in their future, or what goal might be next. Is that moving on to professional basketball or anything else? But we're going to discuss it and try to do whatever we can to help them be great.
You got there, right, coach? And what I love about your team, coach, is it's pretty much playing 6-7 guys. And so that takes a lot out of a young man. But I saw your team, they never succumbed to that tiredness. They never succumbed to being tired. They just kept playing with passion and energy. And just how much of a joy to coach guys who love the game, had that energy and passion about it, don't care what's thrown at them on the court there, but they still fall through it. I never could tell they was tired. You never could tell. They was playing hard all through those games. And I was loving watching it because I was like, this is great to watch. Tell us about that, coach.
Well, even in our recruiting, Bossman, like we talk about our philosophy. And the first thing is we talk about, the most important thing is attitude, and having a great attitude, knowing that life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. And we want energy givers. And when you're an energy giver, well, it multiplies throughout a team. It spreads throughout, and guys can play with great energy. And then, of course, to be competitive, you got to have that type of energy. So we want competitors. We want guys that are energy givers, guys with great juice. We talk about it every day. We try to recruit to it. And this team has been the personification of guys with great energy and positivity to just fight through all adversity and find a way. And that's what you saw when you watched this play.
Exactly, coach. Like you said, being positive goes so far in life, because we can't control what happens to us. Like you said, it's a lot of things we can't control out of our hands. But being positive, having a great outlook, and staying true to your values and morals, coach, goes so far. And talk about recruiting young men with those values, and how you can detect that in the man when you sit down with them, with their parents, go to their homes and see what kind of values they're about. And when they come to your program, even growing on those values. Because I feel like, coach, when the young men are committed to being positive, committed to being disciplined, committed to getting education, they can do great things beyond the basketball court as well.
You're exactly right, Bossman. I mean, we talk about so much time is spent on distractions if you have distractions, and we want to limit those. Now, some things happen that you just can't control. There's heartbreak, there's hardships in one's life. Those are things that obviously you need to be able to address and cope with. But things that you can control that become distractions, from even being late, from forgetting to turn in an assignment, to any other types of situations, those take away from your ability to concentrate, focus your energies towards becoming a great basketball player. So we try to do that evaluation on the front end, and just try to connect with people and try to have a great culture in our locker room of really good people who are committed to becoming the best versions of themselves. And then I know for me personally, with our staff, we also talk about, we've got a lot of young children in our families. And we always say, hey, we want guys that our kids would love to be around. And that's what we've done here at Tech. This is a great community of people. Our guys fit in that community very, very well. They're really good guys that love basketball. They love each other, and they just want to win at a championship level. So really enjoy all the time I get to spend with them. And of course, this is the first few days we haven't had practice in a long time and missing them already.
Now, Coach, you kind of led to my next point. Tell us about your staff, because a lot of people don't realize having a great staff, great people around you, helps make your program so much better. Tell us about your assistant coaches and your staff around you, and how key they've been to this run this year.
Yeah. You know, start with Duffy Conroy's been on our staff for 6 seasons now. We've got a long history together. We were actually college teammates many years ago. And, you know, the guy is a true professional, recruiting, coaching, developing, and he's going to be a great head coach as well. As is Telvin Hester on our staff, who's from Dallas area, has worked the state of Texas. Very positive person, as is Duffy, and terrific with our guys and developing them as men and as basketball players. Desmond Heyman on our staff, he's in his 2nd year here. Played at Stephen F. Austin, was a great player, coached there, and is a great role model for our guys as a player, as a person, as a husband, as a father, and is also another guy because of he's still able to play. We got him out on the floor, so he's able to
Yes.
do a lot even on our scout team. And then Josh Wolf, our director of basketball operations, he's been tremendous with his positivity and personality. This is his 2nd year in the program also. Keeps us all organized with the rules this year. He could be on the floor rebounding, but very, very lucky for me. I get to talk to you and be the face of the program, Bossman, but our staff, our players, they're what really makes this whole thing go.
You got that right, Coach. And like you said, having a great staff is everything's for a program to succeed. And Coach, for you, you know, now it's now you're not gonna be on the road as much right now with the rules where they are. So more time at home with you and the family. So tell me what you're gonna be doing next few weeks with yourself, man, as you prepare for spring workouts and the summer as well.
Well, we're spending a lot of time recruiting. You know, there's the transfer portal and everything else going on. So we want to be on top of everything recruiting wise for our 22 class and even finishing up our 21 class. But it is different. You know, normally we'd be jumping out on the road or going to the Indianapolis for the Final Four and going to the convention, but we're just going to keep trying to spend time, you know, with a little bit of recovery from the season, but a whole lot of recruiting, clinics, different types of things that we can do to get better and get ready for next year. We're excited about our group, give them a couple of weeks off on the floor, but then get back to the weight room and work on some individual skill development here at the end of the month. But we're very excited about what's coming ahead. And I know I'm excited to see my family a whole lot more.
Well, Coach, I'm excited for you, man. In the year with a win, you can't go wrong in the year with a win. So nobody take that away from you. In the year with a win and cutting down some nets, man. So you got that going for you, buddy. Hey, I'll be checking what you guys do recruiting wise, offseason wise. Now, Coach, you know, I'll look for you again in August, man, when that things get going again, buddy.
Sounds great, Bossman. Thanks so much for having me again. Appreciate you.
Hey, exactly. Have a great offseason, Coach. Be safe, buddy.
You too.
All right, bye now.